Yeah, yeah. But
Man,
he's only a what? Junior.
He's a junior going to senior year.
Yeah.
That dude's a monster.
He can go somewhere better though.
I'm like, dog, go to USC.
Are you out here recruiting?
Get the degree.
I saw him play. I saw him play. He can go somewhere better.
He's a monster. Don't go to Utah.
Yeah.
That's where black running backs go to.
He need to go to the
Get me too.
SEC somehow. SEC, ACC, where running backs are big time.
Nah, but then it's like it's home cooking.
Yeah,
They're finally from
exactly.
the West Coast.
Exactly.
You got to go to Arizona or Arizona State. I don't know. Go to USC.
No one wants to go to Arizona State with Herm.
Yeah. Him just subtweeting all his players on Twitter. I stopped looking at it. That shit got me mad.
But if he give you that speech, we play to win the game. Like,
I'm like, bro, you haven't won on this level.
that would have me hype, ready to work. Like, let's go.
Bro, you've been using the same speech for 20 years.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You got to have something better.
Something
Like, you got all this anger, but no stats to back it up in the NFL.
That's crazy.
No one would pick your Eagles team in Madden because of you. And you were 46. I don't trust you.
All right, so that's the Touchdowns and Tangent show for you. Sometimes we go on tangents. Sometimes we keep it local. Sometimes we keep it West Coast. So,
Definitely
I
not
didn't get
talking
to
about your high school.
why you stabbing at my high school, man?
Because inner city football is better than
Not this argument
the
again, man.
better than Valley football. It is.
I'm not from the Valley. First off, I'm from the IE. Let's
Okay,
get
it's
that
better
straight.
than IE football.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You got some
Yes,
no,
teams
it's
up
not.
there, though.
The
Yeah,
IE
but I mean, like,
the
the
IE
best
puts out
talent is
players.
always in the
Yeah,
hood.
yeah.
IE only puts out talent because they got money
The
and
IE
resources.
has the best team.
They're well coached.
The
'Cause you
best
got
team.
money and
Their
Exactly.
teams are the best, but I think individual players in the city have
Facts.
But
There
give
you
me
go.
a team full of
There you
dudes
go.
on Crenshaw High. In Inglewood.
Poly.
Yes. Like, give me like all the hood teams. Like that's where all the characters at. Like
The Hood All Stars
Ed
versus
Reed
the
played in
IE.
the hood. Like if we take all players
we need to
from
get
the
the
hood,
good news to sponsor that.
Man, yeah. Hood All Stars versus IE football.
we can do it.
Yeah.
Flag football. Like we'll find out. Like who gets scholarships
7-on-7. Let's see who got the athletes.
They'll D'Anthony Thomas. They'll throw you a scholarship and then bring everybody else in. That's
All
how it
right.
works.
So one team I did want to talk about, one of my losers
Was
is
the Buffalo Bills?
no, I was gonna say the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh God.
They gave McKinnon a fat deal.
4 years, $30 million.
They traded their starting center.
They got the Giants starting center, Rushton Richburg or something like that.
And
That's a
they did
come up.
something else too that was not that great.
They re-signed Marquise Goodwin for cheap money, 3 years, $23 million, only $10 million guaranteed. That's what everybody else got.
And apparently they're not bringing back Eric Reed, which is stupid.
White supremacy, racism reared its ugly head once again.
He said it's the owners, not the GM. So
I
the
mean,
people running the show.
but why wouldn't the 49ers bring him back? That's where I'm confused.
They're gonna be a troll and draft his brother, who actually played at Stanford and is more athletic than him.
I think they kind of just want to bring in a lot of, when you're a coach, you get to a team, you want to bring in your own guys. So let's kind of let some of these guys go, keep the ones we really like, and just bring in our own guys. So
Honestly, man, I feel like
John Lynch is just mad because
I feel
Eric
like
Reed
that's
is a
the
better
easy.
safety
I
than
feel
he
like
was.
that's the easy excuse. Like I feel like that, and then like, oh, this dude is a character in the locker room. Like, that's just the easy way to get out of deals. It's like
It's cheap because he wants to rid everybody of like the Kaepernick connections, and it's like the dude can still play, and everyone who's cool with him, you're just gonna get him off the team.
he had a
Slowly
workout
but surely.
today where he would look really good too.
cool Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cap's better than Kirk Cousins, like period. You, like
If
even D'Angelo Hall and his other teammates said like, yeah, Kirk Cousins was really just there for himself. He threw a lot of yards and touchdowns, but it translated to no wins.
See, but that's what I'm saying. That's why this whole narrative of like, oh, Crabtree was a head case. Oh, Sue's a head case. Like
she was a mercenary.
Like these people, it's a lazy narrative because you hear the same thing about Kirk Cousins, but he's over here getting $30 million.
Yeah.
That's the difference, I think, between having black athletes to where you're looked at as, or if you get too vocal, it's like, just look at the difference between a player like Marcus Peters and the antics he does because, he's an emotional player. He's really playing hard.
Yeah.
Tom
Des
Dennis.
Bryant yelling at guys on the sideline because he's so into it. Then when Tom Brady does it or if you take it to basketball, college basketball, Grayson Allen does
I
it.
hate Grayson
It's-
Allen.
It's just the fact they say, oh, they just really
Emotional,
yeah, really
passionate.
emotional and passionate about the game. But when it's the black athletes, it's like, oh, they're a head case. They're looking for attention, or they're
Man, so how do you feel? Let's get you on record.
I'm Grayson
Since you brought it up,
Allen
how do you
ruptures his
feel
Achilles.
about trading a 2-time All-Pro at age 25 for a second-round pick?
in the fifth round pick from this year.
He had to throw that
Yeah,
little
don't forget
fact
that.
in there.
and a pack of Skittles to be petty?
To be honest, man, when I first saw the trade, I still don't like the trade because you're trading a ball hawk who actually cuts off half of a field. So it was like, this is crazy. I couldn't believe it. Like, man, this is our best defender other than Barry in Houston and Chris Jones. And I'm like, why are you doing this? But then I kind of see the vision that he's going with, Brett Veach, the GM, as far as he wants to make the defense interchangeable. To where Peters, he pretty much stuck to one side. I don't know if that was his preference or the coaching, but he would stick to that one side. So offenses would scheme around that to attack the other guys. Now with our corners, everyone can play inside, outside, or either side. So you're not going to know. Our best corner next year is most likely going to be Kendall Fuller from the Redskins. So it's like, hey, we know where he's going to be. It's like, you're not going to know. He's probably going to follow your best guy anywhere he goes. So, like, Steelers was a good example. We played them. Peters never matched up with Antonio Brown because they had just put him on the opposite side or put him in the slot to where Peters didn't play. Now we're going to be interchangeable, but it's tough to think about, man. This guy gets interceptions. He strips the ball. Yeah, he doesn't tackle, but you're a cornerback. You're not really supposed to tackle.
Yeah.
But I think
He's physical, though.
Yeah, he's a physical
He's
corner.
physical, and he's only getting better.
Yeah, he brought us that moxie to our defense.
And he brought that moxie.
To make everybody like, man, you can make that play too, or don't worry, I'm going to go make this play and get it back. But I think Chiefs got a plan, so I wish him well in L.A. I hope he ball out. Maybe I may get a jersey. Psych. But,
No, he from East
It's
Oakland.
all right.
He
Yeah.
might pull up
we're,
on you.
we're all borderline Rams fans here.
But
I'm convinced. Like, if that whole with the Instagram comment with Mike Crabtree saying good luck with
MAGA car, MAGA
Yeah.
number 4.
if it's true, like, man, shit, I'm already done with the Raiders for
who's
moving
MAGA
to
number
Vegas.
4?
Make
Derek
America great
Carr?
again.
Oh,
Because
okay.
like
Number
they
4.
were like legit.
Oh, I get it.
Carr's like really conservative and really religious, and those people are usually racist as
He
hell.
went to Fresno, yeah.
No, but the other thing
From
is
Bakersfield.
I've seen Carr call out. I've seen Carr call out Trump too. So it's like you never know nowadays.
Yeah.
With the current political people, they could.
But
not.
being PC or being conservative and attacking a politician can also be seen as, oh, well, if you're not against him, then you're for him, or you're for just going along to get along, which isn't the solution either, which pisses a lot of people off.
Yeah.
I think, like
Which
I
leads
said,
back to the whole Miko Grimes story and like reports of the Oakland Raiders offensive line being pissed because Carr told everybody not to kneel, and that's like the only all black offensive line in the league. And there's just a lot of inner turmoil. You never know. Stuff like that divides locker rooms.
so. Before we get into the Raiders and how they're the Cassidy that's going on over there signing a bunch of white skill players, I
And
want to
tight ends that are useless.
I want to ask you, the Chiefs expert in the room, who's gonna win the AFC West, and
In your unbiased opinion.
Unbiased.
and how many wins do you think it's gonna take to win?
So
the
this
AFC
year, I
West?
believe it was 10. Was
Yeah.
it 10? 10 wins. Right now, the favorite are the Chargers. Just because the quarterback position, they like, okay, you guys lost Smith and you're returning. We still have Rivers. And then, they have a lot of talent as well. But man, I really think that the Chiefs can really compete. The fact that we have so many offensive weapons and that from here on out, Chiefs are going to get defense and draft defense. And I think we're the best coach team in the division. So that's what helps us a lot. That's why
I really can't argue with that point.
Because they beat the dog crap out of the Patriots.
Yeah, and we
That's
beat
hard.
the Chargers twice this year,
Yeah.
Even when we were down, we just lost to the Jets. We lost to Giants. We lost to Buffalo. It came down to, we beat Dolphins, Raiders, Dolphins, Raiders, Chargers, and we beat Raiders in Kansas City with no Marcus Peters, with him suspended. We beat Chargers on
Low key, you should have won that Thursday night game too.
Yeah,
I can't even front. We stole that one.
Yeah,
we stole that.
Can't even front. We stole that one.
But we stole it and tried to give it back.
I honestly,
hey, y'all still couldn't take it back. But.
I think that we're going to be about even. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we were to win 10 games. But I think it's going to be, this year's going to be 10 or 11 games.
So let me ask you this. If the Chiefs season is not successful, what would be the reason why?
The reason why Chiefs wouldn't be successful.
So if they don't have a winning season for the first time
I
in
think
how many years?
It can be two things. It can be our defense was that bad, or it can be that Mahomes went through that many growing pains that it held us back. But I honestly think we're anywhere from 9 to 11 wins.
Okay, so pretty much it's going to come down to Mahomes.
It's going to be on the defense and Mahomes. But I think he's going to be so well coached that he can have a Case Keenum type year because of, Reed is not going to put him in bad situations. And we have two good running backs.
Here's my pushback with Mahomes is we've seen it with Cobb first in Philadelphia. We saw it with Nick Foles. Is Andy Reid has a way of coaching people up, like you said, because he's a great coach.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you need that extra game changer, which Alex Smith didn't have, which is why he's no longer there. And Mahomes is supposed to have it with his big arm, but he played in an air raid offense, so I don't think it's gonna translate.
But a lot of football today is that exact same thing, to where it's like, look at Tom Brady, he's in the shotgun a lot. So the game has changed. I think 10 years ago, with Mahomes, you would look at him like Favre, like, man, I don't know how this is gonna work. But now, the offense, a lot of people are copying the Chiefs' offense. So,
for sure.
So what they did last year, Alex Smith, Andy Reid had an interview.
They don't have the speed to do it, but
yeah, true.
Yeah.
And what Andy Reid talked about today was like, what helped Alex this year. We just went back to a lot of his Utah stuff that we saw that he did, and that's what we went with that.
Shout out to Urban Meyer.
Man, yeah, shout out to Urban Meyer, and we went with that, and then we just used what the speed we had. So we were like, all right, eventually they're gonna slip up and guard Tyreek with one safety. We're going deep. So with Mahomes, we're gonna do like when we played Denver that last game. We were in a lot of shotgun that game because they're gonna build the offense around him, and that's why you have Tyreek and Watkins and Kelsey and Conley, all these speed guys, running backs that can catch out the backfield and make big plays. It's just gonna come down to him not doing stuff to beat us as far as turnovers, which I think he learned from Alex Smith, and Andy Reid is going to be able to coach him. So I think and then if we need to, we just can run the ball with Ware and Hunt to make it easier for him. It's just going to come down as our defense going to be able to, because last year we couldn't rush the passer, so that's going to be big.
So is that what you're looking forward to getting in the draft?
Yeah, just D linemen and outside linebackers, corners, stuff for the pass, because I think we're going to be better at stopping the run.
I think I need middle linebackers over anything because you already have Ford in Houston.
I think we got middle linebackers. Reggie Ragland and Anthony Hitchens now.
But, they're still improving. Like, Ragland...
He finished well, though, this season.
Is just another Alabama linebacker with a bum shoulder.
But I think the other thing with Ragland is you have that Derek Johnson next to you. So
Derek Johnson's gone.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Derek Johnson makes all the calls. He tells you where to go. You, as Ragland, the athlete, you just need to go run and be strong and be at Alabama.
Yeah.
Now you don't have that. Now you have to think. Now you have to, and we've seen Alabama linebackers struggle with that.
That's where Hitchens is going to come in. But even if you look last year,
Hitchens was
like
not impressive.
Ragland, but
he's hella average.
Because if you watch last year with the Chiefs, Derek Johnson really lost a lot of it. Other than that Titans game in the playoffs,
where he almost single-handedly won you a game.
But other than that, he played.
One Texas player I respect.
Once Ragland began to get going, Johnson would only play about 40% of the plays because we would have Ragland and KPL, Keith Pierre Lewis, that would play because they just knew Johnson didn't have the speed anymore
for coverage.
So Ragland was during the games, Ragland would have the green sticker on his helmet. So he was the one that was being talked to, and then he was able to sit a year sitting with DJ inside of the tape room to watch tape and see what he sees. And if DJ doesn't sign with anybody, Andy Reid said, "Hey, you got a coaching job waiting for you." So
He can still play though. I think Derrick Johnson could still play. Like if he went to New England,
Man,
that's
my
the
whole
scary part.
my whole thing with
That's to a
Saints,
high level.
my whole thing with veteran players is
you can
like,
hide him in the 3-4.
it really comes down to you. It comes down to how much